just, or actually let's go through your Phantom, I think for it.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna transition you from there. And I think I might use Les Mis a little bit to transition you. Or actually no, we should use one of your maybe like In His Eyes, because you've been singing it more on the classical side.
In His Eyes, I don't have that song.
Oh, we didn't do that. That was another one that I wanted on you.
Oh.
In his eyes I can be. It's one of those songs I always mix it up with. I sit and watch the rain.
I don't know that one either.
What?
Okay. Well. Okay. You.
Oh wait, that one is In His Eyes. Okay.
In
His
His
eyes. I
Eyes.
mixed with one of the pieces that you have.
Okay. Where did?
What was the one of the name? The ones that we had you working on before.
I have Unexpected Song.
Unexpected Song.
That's
I
probably
mixed
the
it
one.
up with Unexpected
Okay.
Song because I learned them around the same time, but also they're like a similar, I want to say niche, you know? So, like an unexpected song, and then I have never felt, you know, like that kind of, and so yeah, but In His Eyes, write that one down because I think you'll like it. It has
Okay, and is it
a similar
from
range. It's a little
something?
longer than the other one, but yeah. In His Eyes, it's a musical. It's from Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Okay, I wrote that down.
Okay. I'm gonna pull. Okay.
The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet you bottom dollar.
I was working with Little Girl.
We make USAA insurance for members like Martin, an Air Force veteran made of doing what's right.
And I may need a little psychology.
Okay. So let's do that same. And it can be even heavier too. Like she's singing it lighter, like a more youthful voice, but it doesn't have to.
Who is it?
I'm not sure who's singing it, but
Okay, that's okay.
let me see if it's the same one as this one. She's also a lighter voice, which is probably pretty typical for the role. They're singing it heavier. Even though she's a lighter voice, she's singing it heavier. I like the duet they turned this into. It's a beautiful technique, actually.
That's pretty.
This might be a one you actually. I'm gonna just share it with you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
They have some great technique. Like I'm really digging their sound. She kind of has almost like an Adele like pop sound that she's putting into it. Hers is just straight up Broadway. No, that's a more of a pop kind of. She went classical Broadway all of a sudden there, but then she switched back to mixed bill. I've heard it just about the book. She stayed in her mixed bill. It almost sounds classical when you do your mixed belt like just right a certain way, but hers definitely was more true to the mixed belt for that. Hers, she went leaned a little more classical on that top part. But anyways, this is really good. I'm so glad I just randomly happened to find that really quick. But yeah, listen to some. But I think you'll like this song.
Okay.
Cool. Well, let's start. Let me just hear you. Actually, I'll just hear you on the song because you did do that warm up. So let's just see how your transitions are going in classical and placement and so on. And enjoy it.
Think of me fondly when we've said goodbye. Remember me every so often. Promise me you'll try on that day, that not so distant day, when you're far away and free. If you ever find a moment, spare a thought for me. Feel shaky on
So good. This is a warm-up song, remember?
Yep. Okay.
So I expect a little bit of that in and out. You overcoming your own personal stage fright to yourself right now, or that you feel like you have to perform for me a little bit. You know, but just work through it.
Okay.
Smooth it all over.
Okay. Although it's clear.
Yeah, key change. Yeah, it was
Okay.
a key change.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
And though it's clear, though it was always clear that this was never meant to be, if you happen to remember, stop and think of me. Think of August when the trees were green. Don't think about the way things might have been. Think of me waking silent and resigned. Imagine me trying too hard to put you from my mind. Think of me, please say you think of me, whatever else you choose to do. There will never be a day when I won't think of you.
And then skipping flower fade.
Flowers fade, the fruits of summer fade, leave their season, so do we. But please promise me that sometimes you will think.
Good. Some hesitancy, but you still push through. Good job. Let me snag this little girl. You want to get down? Come down? Okay. We should also get you some hydration, shouldn't we? That was a pretty good warm up. Now I just want you to go and as if you were gonna prep to warm up for that. So I want you to start on the low end, but then just loosely shake your voice up until you get as high as that last note, but support it. Okay.
Okay.
I think it's a note, so.
Is that funny, huh?
Yeah.
I'd be like, you're silly.
Good, and on the top notes, don't flail it out of control. Woo! There's a difference between like loosely like woo and that's without their support being flailed. Support needs to be consistent. It's just the notes themselves can be a little shaky, like transitional, because for some reason when we just hold one note, sometimes we tighten. Or when we think it's, too high or too low, but this, it doesn't give us that opportunity to think, too high, too low. It's just part of the transition. That's a lot better. Yeah. Do you feel a lot more in control of your voice
Yes.
right now?
Yes.
Now try it again. Try singing it again.
Sing which part? The ah?
Yeah, just the decoration at the end.
Ah, 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 ah,
Even though it felt a little out of control, it was actually more in control and it felt so much looser. Do that again. And but we'll go back to a little woo woo woo. And you when you go up, you can't go down as far. Woo woo woo. No, go woo woo woo. Oh, it's too much of a jump. So woo woo woo. As you go high to that register, you start diving into similar things of what we're going to be doing down here, but in belt. You go a little bit wider, tongue in the back. There you go. You found it. There you go. Good. And I also like how you let it resonate right here. It does actually go a little into your nasal cavities now. Put your finger on the bridge of your nose. Yep. Yep. There you go. Good job. Don't overshoot that. It's still relaxed. Yeah, there you go. Nice. You want some baby book? So let's work on the vowel. It goes ah to almost to ah. Let it go more ah-y. More ah on the top. Good. Now let's go. Yeah, your tongue kind of does this thing. Do you feel the moment when you do ah? Go ah yeah, ah yeah. Yeah, your tongue does a little lift move there right at the end. Now let's put more onto it. Good. Now, so watch my mouth. I can go. I can go. There's a few different ways to do it, right? It's kind of in between. It goes a little back, but it doesn't go all the way back. You can. It does make it a little bit easier, but you also can keep most of the shape. Just make it slightly wider up here on the top lip. Try it.
Okay.
Yeah. So the biggest thing is your tongue. So yeah, the biggest thing is your tongue. It's that thinking about that ah placement, right? Good. And think of the YA. Yeah, the YA. Yeah. and then to ah, as the higher they go.
Okay.
Once it gets to what I call the yay range in your voice, a register. Okay, Zoe, here's some baby bum. Here's some baby bums. No glasses, please. She likes to steal glasses,
Yeah.
phones, and water bottles, and keys.
We have my daughter and her family moved in with us, and they have an 18-month-old.
Aww.
So,
They should play. To schedule a play date.
yeah. How old is she?
She's a little older than that, just like by a couple months. She'll turn 2 in August.
Oh, he was born in October.
Yeah, so just like 2 months older than.
And so we know all about getting into things and taking things. And there's a 3.5-year-old, and she just loves to hide things.
Mm-hmm.
She hides.
That will be her next stage. She likes to throw things away.
Oh. Yeah, he did that. He had a little picture of his sister, and he was playing with it, and then he came over, and we have a pull out garbage. He pulled it out,
I think she thought
put it right in the garbage, and
so
was fine.
sophisticated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they think they're cleaning up.
Yeah. Yeah, that was.
But
so
a little
nice.
too much cleanup there. Okay, awesome. So I think you're in a good placement. Since you're in such a good placement for the song, I'm gonna go back here.
Okay. I'm going to take my book and let you have yours.
Okay. I'm like, okay, let's just start off. Flowers fade. It's gonna be a little distracting that she's right there and it's in a different key.
Okay.
But let me play a little bit before that.
Flowers fade, the fruits of summer fade. They have their season, so do we.
Good. Now, yes, this was better, but your vowels on these notes are a little convoluted. You kind of almost like sounded a bit Irish for a second.
Oh, okay.
So
flowers,
flow. So there's a on the back and the ah in the front.
Flowers fade, the fruits of some fruit.
Wait, sing it again.
Flowers
Yeah, see how that's
fade, flowers fade, the fruits of summer fade.
good. Now fade needs a little help. Otherwise, you're gonna sound a little Canadian. So fay, it's a convoluted vowel, right? So we need to go fade.
So are you saying eh or a?
Eh?
Okay.
You can do eh, fade, and it can sound really good that way too. But you have to be like perfectly centered. You have to go through your vowel and go aid, and if it's centered enough, then it will sound.
So
better.
is
So
easier.
eh is easier,
Okay.
a lot easier, and it pops out more.
Flowers fade, the fruits of summer fade.
Good. Now the funny thing is, even though you think you're just saying eh, you're actually still a, but you're a lot more centered.
Okay.
Versus fade,
Okay.
fade.
Okay.
You went to the water and the fade. You know? Eh?
Okay.
Okay.
Flowers fade, the fruits of summer fade. They have their season, so do we.
Good. That was good. Now just a little over processed. Now let's go to vowels right there. So they is a convoluted, right? Is it hard? So what's hard about a is it's a, right? So that you're going from e to the a, right? And e is really forward, and a is like it's forward, but it's closer to ah, so it's like more in the middle. And so it's kind of hard sometimes going from a very forward placement to that middle placement. So you just have to kind of work it out on your tongue. The more relaxed, the better. Good. Now abs. Good. And then hold it. But slow. Do the there. Yeah, so do two of those.
So is
and then
that
hold
to
up.
get it relaxed?
Yes.
Okay.
And open to where it needs to be.
Okay.
Good. So before it helped it relax, but then you started to squeeze on it a little bit. Yeah. Pretend you don't have a jaw. And then you have a tongue. Yeah. And now you want just a little bit more ah, so a little bit lighter. There you go. Isn't that a little bit easier? Yeah. So that was just a vowel fix we need to. Yeah, it's EH, right? E-O. Good, now they have their season. Again. Good, now E needs to be a little more true. Good. Yeah, so in the back it's a little bit eh, but it's totally E in the front. UH, season, I know it says O there, but we pronounce it season,
Oh, okay.
not season. Yeah. The back of your mouth is lazy on your O. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay. Hey, all together. Even more clear vowels on their season. Now more clear on have. More clear on there. Good. There's the only one that's convoluted still. Yeah, with there, you're gonna want to go there, okay? Yeah, so you have two options. You can go with that and go and you just do a quick flick, yeah. But or you could just go like British, the season, easier, right?
Yes.
Good. And see, all that passage, it wasn't just that, like, yes, you were making adjustments here. That was part of learning it. You learned it to a point where you were making most of the adjustments you needed, but what was getting stuck was your vowels. Your vowels were making your support kind of get stuck a little bit. So now go ahead and sing. So do we. Okay, go back to vowels. Good. Now then there, for the British, there. It's like a U-E, like a U-H-U-E, U-H-E-H. It's in between like a E-H and a U-H. There, over there.
There.
Yeah, do you feel that?
There. I don't know how to sing it that way though.
Well, okay, let's do it together.
Do it again. Okay, do it again speaking.
They have the
Just
season.
how you did the before.
Like the air of the throne, but more British. The air of the throne.
Okay.
It's a false R.
Yeah. Okay.
You have to let go of that R.
They
Let go
have
of it.
the season, so do we.
Yeah. They have the season, so do we.
They have the season, so do we.
Easier, right?
Season,
Now don't go season. That's gonna cause you stress. C and the back, but C. Yeah. And that's a choral trick too. When you have notes on E that are that high, you need to think E in the back and then E in the front. Yeah.
Okay.
Good job. Awesome. So let's go skip to here real quick. That was pretty. first notes was really pretty. Yeah, real.
Okay.
That sounded so much more loose. So keep doing this. This is also a good, like, you can literally just make an exercise, just this page even. Just like go through what we went through and then solidify, and then later on when you want to touch up the song, do the whole piece. But yeah, even if you just did this piece, this as a warm up with vowels, it'll be good for this song, but then also be good for you for open. Even when you want to get into Broadway, and there's very few people I would recommend just starting with a belt exercise right up front. So
Got warm up.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we want to do the new songs, and we want to work on some belt technique.
Yes.
Okay. I kind of want to do both together. So show me one of the songs you are, because then I might do warms that are more either in that key or that
you know what?
address.
I don't know if they're the songs I brought are very belty. It's a ballad book. But I went through it and I'm like, oh, there's so many songs in here I really like, and I think I could like the others if I knew what they were, but I don't. And I got this one from Mulan.
Ooh.
Is that a good one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is good for learning mixed belt, because she's like, who is that girl I see? She's right there. So yeah. And then I like how the low part of this, it's on the bottom then for a soprano, but you go lower, so that's really rich and warm for you, a warm place for you. I also like that there's not like too many high belts, like, and that the highest belt is the E. That is really high, like that's kind of wicked high. But it at least doesn't have any like F or G's, so that's good. But yeah, you're gonna go through both flips here. There's two main flips, the A and the C.
Okay.
A4, C4.
Okay.
Those are the main flips. Some people's shifts are slightly different, but the majority of people are around there, approximately. Okay. Let me just hear you on it.
Okay. Well, I don't know it very well. I just picked it up yesterday, so.
Okay. Have you seen Mulan?
Yes.
It's been a minute, right?
Yeah, it's been a minute. But yes, I've seen it. Not the new one. I haven't seen the new one. Is this
that
in
one's
the new
fun.
one?
Let me think about this. I don't think so. It might be. I'll have to watch it again. But like, there's a lot of songs there that are just kind of like in the background music, kind of hinted at, but not like sung. It's not like a musical. It's not
okay.
like the musical.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen the new one.
But it has nods to it.
Okay, you sing with me.
Okay. Look at me, you may think you see who I really am, but you never know me. Every day, as if I play a part. Now I see, if I wear a mask, I can fool the world. But I cannot fool my mind. Yeah. Who is that girl I see staring straight back at me? When will my reflection show who I am inside? Okay, now we're gonna skip, and we're gonna pretend we sung this the third time.
Yeah, right? Okay.
Must there be a secret me? Let's see. Let's see. Me, I'm forced to hide. I won't pretend that I'm someone else for all time. When will my reflection show who I am inside? There's a heart that must be free. first, we was forced to we'd go all the way here. When will my okay, so reflection show who I am inside. We changed it for the movie, so if you want to use the movies, you can.
Okay, I'll listen to it. See. How does it go? Do you know what it does?
Who I am inside. When will my reflection show who I am inside? They just go down. They don't go up to what's actually right.
Okay, I'll listen to it.
When will my reflection show who I am inside? Yeah. So there's just a few differences between the two, and you can choose to do the movie way this way. But I would write it in pencil at least.
Yeah, okay.
Just so you remember. So that's kind of how it goes. It's really simple. It's very repetitive, obviously. That's why they were able to do like copy and paste. All 3 verses.
Okay.
But yeah, it'll give you multiple times to work on these transitions. I wanted to go to classical because I have some tension from stress, so staying classical for me keeps me nice and loose. But I'll help you get there. Okay, so with low part, I'm gonna let you tackle it. You sound great. You sound very rich, and I'll work if there's certain parts of it that don't sound rich next week. I'll work on it.
Okay.
But I know you want to work on. It's probably more your upper belt, starting with the lower upper belt and then the upper belt. That first flip and that second flip.
Okay.
Okay. So if you even want to turn off the video and make a new one or whatever that has this belt section, you can.
Okay, let's do that.